the show that's created just for you, the fan, and hosted by your friend, Jay Lemuel. As always, it's all about the you, baby. Listen, this show is all for you, so subscribe. Listen, I like to talk about the return of the you. Just want to share something with you. The return of the you is truly going to depend on the coach. He has to be fiery, just like he was on defense. If you think about the great coaches of today's college football, Saban, the guy in Clemson, Dabo Swinney, the guy in Georgia, Smart, they're fiery on the sidelines. They're in their players' faces. They're jumping around. They're excited about what's happening on the field. Manny has that attitude. And when you have that type of attitude, you play with those type players. Those players see you with that attitude, and they want to play for you. The great thing about some of the old UM greatness, Howard Schnellenberger, he was a fiery guy on the sideline. Jimmy Johnson, a fiery guy on the sideline. They brought back great teams. The only one that really wasn't fiery was Coker, and Coker really didn't have to coach. They gave him that championship. Butch Davis was another one that was fiery on the sideline. So you want the you to return, it's truly going to depend on the coach. We're getting closer. We're getting closer to that August 24th kickoff. And remember, it's all about the you, baby. Yeah, a gator is a bad gator in the swamp. But when that hurricane comes through, he'll blow him right on over into the other side of the swamp. It's all about the Gators trying to talk trash, wanting to talk trash. But you know what? It's not going to happen. Well, the tight thing now is when we're going to decide a quarterback. I already said Coach has in mind who his quarterback is going to be. I think because of Tate bringing in all the hoopla and they're excited about getting him there, I think they're going to give him the opportunity. But see, I'm the guy that likes Jarren Williams. I think Jarren Williams has a strong arm with accuracy. I heard Perry has the strongest arm of them all. You see, I like a guy that says, bring on the competition. That's what Mr. Williams said. Bring on the competition. I'm ready for the competition. Look, guys, I just want to share this with you. You need a mobile quarterback that can throw the ball. You don't need a quarterback that can run. Remember last year, Rozier, he couldn't hit the side of a barn in a Chevy, but he could run. And that's what we don't need. We got to get away from that. You got playmakers. The great ones give it to the playmakers. Let the playmakers make the plays. You just give them the ball, let them play the play. That's why they call them playmakers. Do you want to get back there, get them a quarterback that puts the ball in the playmaker's hands? That's what it's all about. And I think that Manny will give us that opportunity. I just like what I'm seeing. Like, again, I said before, I may not expect everything from him his first year. Jimmy Johnson didn't do great his first year, but look, he brought you championship. Howard didn't do great his first year. He surprised you with some big victories, but he brought you a championship. Give Manny a chance and see what he does. Again, it's all about the you, baby. Dolphins. Well, we lost a great one, man. Nick Buoniconti. When you talk about them Dolphins, he was one of my favorite players. If you look at film of them old Dolphins with Nick out there playing, Nick was always around that ball. Nick just attacked the ball. He was like a Larry Zonka on defense. I mean, you know how Larry used to do. Larry get to the line of scrimmage and tell guys to jump on the ball ain't heavy enough. He need to carry some more players. That's how he played. Nick would just grind you, hit you. It could be, the play could be downfield. When you look up, Nick was there. That middle linebacker established what a middle linebacker should be all about. They had great ones in Pittsburgh. I don't take away from what they had in Pittsburgh. But when you talk about somebody that shouldn't have been, Nick Buoniconti was one of those that shouldn't have been. But he had that heart. And he brought it to that whole Dolphin defense. That's what made them so great when they were great in the 70s. Still, the only undefeated team ever through the whole thing. Ever. Did you hear me? Ever in the NFL. So we're going to miss Nick Buoniconti. That Dolphin coach, I wasn't too excited about him when they hired him. But watching what's happening with them Dolphins, I'm getting a little revved up. You know, preseason starts on the 8th. And I'm excited about what nobody else is seeing with the Dolphins. They don't expect us to be in the midst of the AFC East. I do. I'm looking at what this guy had the boldness to fire his offensive line coach. Because I really believe if you get an offensive line that can protect who he says Fitzpatrick is looking to be number one, but that's an old guy. You got to protect that old man. And if you can protect that old man, maybe he can do the things that he did for the first 6 or 7 games in Tampa. So he's a Belichick guy. And you know Belichick protect Brady. And if this guy has the same mentality about protecting his quarterback and building that offensive line, he did a good thing. I mean, it was only 4 days into the training camp, and you fired your offensive line coach, brought in another offensive line coach that actually was an offensive line coach for the Colts. I'm a little, Luck there, but they did do a good job of protecting Luck last year. So if this guy can do a good job with the offensive line, then Miami can do some things. Because I think they're going to improve on defense. I really believe them Dolphins are going to improve on defense. And with that being said, I'm excited about watching them Dolphins play this year. Because I think they're going to surprise some people. I know we will not be last in the NFL like they've already predicted. So look, Mr. Flores, I'm challenging you to bring them Dolphins up from the bottom of where they say we're going to be. Gym talk. Man, we had fun in the gym today. Guess what? We talked about the dynamic duos in basketball. Guys, I'm looking at, okay, let me start. I start with the LA Lakers, which they say is the #1 duo, LeBron and AD. Okay, both of them are outstanding players. LeBron still may be the best player in the world, but he's a little old, so we know AD is one of those young stars that are coming up. Los Angeles Clippers, you know who they got, Kawhi and Paul George. Good duo, but you know what? They play the same game. To me, they both play man-on-man defense. They both are pretty good offensive players. So they both play the same type of game. So it could be a dynamic duo. Houston, I ain't figuring this out. They talk about Westbrook and Harden played together in OKC, but Harden was not a starter in OKC, so they played rarely together. He said something about they played when they were young, but that was when they were young. You're two different players now. Totally two different players, even from when you were in OKC. Brooklyn got Kyrie and KD. Probably would be the best duo out there, but you got to remember, KD won't be playing this year. So we won't know what that dynamic duo gonna do until next year. Philly has one of the things that these others don't have, which is playing together, which is Simmons and Embiid. Simmons and Embiid have played together a couple of years. They know each other. My only problem with that is Simmons can't shoot. Dude ain't got a jump shot. That dude couldn't throw a basketball into the ocean. He just don't have a jump shot. And until he does, I can't see that duo running away with anything. But the duo that everybody's keep forgetting about is the same old duo, Golden State. Curry and Thompson. Them boys done played five championships. Won before KD got there. Got 3. So, them boys get hot. I don't see nobody touching them. And them boys, because they don't have to go inside, so they ain't getting beat up. And they shoot anything over half court. So if both of them are on, that's the most dynamic duo of them all. We talk about LeBron. LeBron can handle that ball. He could probably be the point guard. And he got to feed it down to AD. These boys ain't got to feed it to nobody but each other. And they got 5 years of pedigree, championship pedigree. So hey, like I told them, y'all better watch Golden State. You keep picking these other teams. Golden State is not dead yet. That dynamic duo, to me, if they're on, is the best dynamic duo. Now, I will also add Portland in there because Leonard and McCollum, they've been playing together for a while. And that's a good duo there. They're both guards, so they don't have to go inside and get beat up. And McCollum just signed a $100 million extension, so he looking good. But that is a duo that I would throw in there as called the dynamic duo. But that's what we talked about at the gym, and man, we had fun in there today talking about that. And everybody had their choice, but my choice was watch Golden State. That's the team you got to look out for. Question of the day. Listen, guys, I don't know why, but I have to throw it out there. Kawhi versus KD. Who's the better of the two? I'm having a hard time with it, but I'm looking forward to hearing your answer. Because the way I see it, Kawhi is a better defensive player than KD. But if you remember, one year KD tried his best to be Defensive Player of the Year. He played some hellacious defense. Still, Kawhi is a better defensive player. Offensively, Kawhi can play offense, but there's nothing like KD on offense. That guy can, when he shoots, it's effortless. It don't make no difference where he is on the floor. It's effortless. It's never looking like he's forcing a shot. It's just like his balls go up in the air and just drop. Balls go up in the air and just drop. Where Kawhi's ball just droop, 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 droop. I mean, it's just a straight line drop, straight line drop, straight line drop. Kevin just. But I leave that up to you guys. I couldn't figure it out. But I want to hear your answers. That's our question of the day. I want to thank my sponsor, IamMilitary.net and .org, a military connection, where you can chat live, find friends, also a great way to benefit. You can create your own profile where you can share pictures, blogs, images, upload all of that stuff. Invite friends. If you have anybody that knows vets out there, invite them to IamMilitary.net. Hey, thank you guys for watching. And remember, it's all about the you, baby. And as always, Take this. I want to thank all of you that have subscribed, but we need more, so subscribe. Hey, thank you guys for watching, and remember, it's all about the you, baby. And as always, take this with you. Be yourself, because everybody else is already taken. Again, it's all about the you.